I'm going to say it right now. You guys are big guys. I'm not going to wrestle with you. I'm going to give you clear instructions, and that's what I want you to do. You're going to hear me say stop. What that means is stop whatever you're doing, give me a clean break. Protect yourself at all times and obey my commands at all times. Anything right here and up is good. If it's right here and up is good. Anything other than that, it's going to be low. Mr. Glowacki, Mr. Briedis, gentlemen, let's do this.
Final instructions there from our referee from the USA, Mr. Robert Bird. He didn't get an invite to season one. Glowacki, I think he might have been slightly offended by that because he was a recent WBO champion. Lost it, as we say, to Alexander Usyk, having won it in a great fight against Marco Huck, and they have that foe in common. It was Huck that Briedis won his vacant WBC title against, and Briedis there in that upright, orthodox stance in the black and red. Glowacki in that southpaw stance, wider stance, more crouched, differing styles on display here. Arena Riga getting right behind Mairis Briedis, as you would expect. These two just having a look at each other early on, neither one of them really wanting to commit. Briedis looking for a right hand to the body there.
Well, one thing Briedis showed against Usyk, that he's able to fight against southpaws, and as southpaws go, they don't come much better than Usyk. So Briedis certainly the favourite here, and rightly so, but Glowacki will definitely be dangerous. Looking for that body shot, landed a couple of good straight lefts to the body.
So heading into the final 30 seconds of the round, Glowacki's probably done enough to take this opener so far. There's not been much clean work done by either one of them. Briedis with a short right hand there though. Glowacki just taking his feet back. I don't think it really landed full. Final few seconds of the opening round in front of a boisterous home Latvian crowd for Mairis Briedis.
Boxing on Sky Sports, brought to you by Voltarol.
So much confusion. There's so much to buy and so much to try. .com.
Boxing on Sky Sports, brought to you by Voltarol.
The F1 season rolls on next weekend, June the 21st to the 23rd, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the French Grand Prix on Sky Sports F1. But back to the action here at the Arena Riga, where the temperature is high, not just in the ring. It's a pretty sweltering arena, this one, just as it should be. You don't want air conditioning in boxing arenas, it's just not right. Glowacki just trying to look for that right hand, again at the start, that left hand rather, that lead left hand at the start of the round. Briedis with a good counter right there, got through.
Yeah, nice short right hand there from Briedis. See both men kind of pouring with their lead hand, with their jabbing hand, and it's cancelling each other out. They're both looking for their backhands.
It's Glowacki who's taking the centre of the ring. Briedis just looking to try and circle around him. He's looked a little bit clumsy at times so far, Briedis. The front feet have clashed a touch, as is often the case when you've got an orthodox against the southpaw. Of the two, it looks to me like Glowacki's the one who's just settled slightly better here.
Nice right hook there from Briedis.
Right hand again there, just knocking round the back of the guard.
That's what I mean. Stop whatever you're doing, okay?
Referee just making his feelings clear towards these two. Robert Bird.
Briedis looking for the right hand to the body. Lots of feinting going on here. Both men trying to lure the other guy into making a mistake.
Kind of sweeping left hand there from Briedis. Made contact with the side of the head there of Glowacki, who came back with a left hand of his own. Falls short with a jab there. Again, not very much at all in this round.
Oh, elbow there from,
well, there was an elbow there from Briedis. He felt that he caught one round the back of the head and then he threw the elbow. You could see it as clear as day. I couldn't see exactly how much contact it made, but he certainly felt it, and he's gone down here, Glowacki. And the referee is just telling him to get back to his feet. And, well, from where we were sitting, from where we are, it looked like that elbow landed. It looked like it might have been the point of the elbow or the forearm. You can see the damage on the left cheekbone there. And what is the referee going to do about this? There's the punch around the back of the head. That did land around the back of the head, no question about it. But you cannot do that.
I mean, if the referee's seen that, and
I think he's just taken a point.
Keep this fight clean. Keep it clean.
If Glowacki made more of a meal of it and didn't continue, I think the referee would have had no choice but to disqualify him. But I'm glad he didn't. But yeah, bad move from Briedis. Got to be careful, something like that, and he could get thrown out of there.
Well, that might just bring this one to life here. And there's a right hand there from Briedis. And down goes Glowacki. He was caught there, he was caught clean, and he's on unsteady legs as he's up against the ropes. He's trying to say to the referee that he's okay. There's only going to be a handful of seconds remaining in the round. What drama in this second round. That flying elbow followed by the knockdown. He's all over the place here, Glowacki. He just needs to try and hold on to the final bell. The bell surely is rung by now. Surely that bell has sounded in the background. And he's dumped onto his backside again with the uppercut. And he doesn't know where he is here, Krzysztof Glowacki. He really doesn't. But there just didn't seem to be enough time left in the round there for it to continue for as long as it did. And he wipes off the gloves, and the bell is frantically ringing, and you see the people at ringside, you see the people around us at ringside. That second knockdown, Matt, that surely came well after the bell. We could hear the bell ringing in the background, you could see people gesturing, and that second knockdown, which could be really, really damaging, it just should not have happened. And Glowacki is wanting to know, Glowacki's corner are wanting to know why the round wasn't called. Because when he got up from that first knockdown, when he finished the count, there were a handful of seconds remaining, and that was allowed to go on far too long, and the consequences of it could be severe, because he was knocked down for a second time, and who knows how much that will have taken away from the Polish fighter.
Just looking at the faces around ringside, and people are going mad here, a lot of confusion going on, a lot of uproar. Firstly, there was the elbow, that certainly hurt Glowacki, got up from it. You know, he had a few moments, the ref took the point, waved it back on, but Briedis landed a beautiful right uppercut, which absolutely shook Glowacki to his boots, but certainly it seemed to be allowed to go on longer than it should have done.
Well, chaos at the Arena Riga. And another thing to take into account there is that'll be a 10-7 round for Mairis Briedis, courtesy of a second knockdown that, as I say, should not have been allowed to happen. He had the point off as well. And they go straight back at it here. Big right hand there again from Briedis, and Glowacki is down. And this time he may well be out, because I really don't think that he's got much left at all here. He bravely gets back to his feet, but the referee, I think, has waved this one over. He has. Right above us, big celebrations from the Briedis corner. And the conclusion to that fight, well, how dramatic was that second round, and then the start of the third, the elbow, something you very rarely see in the boxing ring. He had a point taken away from him. Then the conclusion to the round with that second knockdown, which really just took a lot away from Glowacki, in my opinion. At the start of the third round, He was swinging and he was caught and he was stopped. The debate, the arguments about this are going to rage long after this ring clears, I can tell you that. But at the moment, the Arena Riga is celebrating what will be, what is a big win for Mairis Briedis, but in controversial circumstances.
Big win, Andy, impressive performance. The right uppercut, which started it, was a beaut, but it's the elbow that happened before that, which I think Glowacki still hadn't really shaken up. It was a solid elbow. We got to see the replay, and it definitely made contact with sufficient force. He went down. You know, who knows how much that affected him, but it certainly was a solid elbow, bang on the chin. But the right uppercut, which started the beginning of the end, if you like, that was a beautiful shot. Scored the knockdown, got up. Didn't seem like there was long left in the round, but the ref seemed to let him go on longer than what we thought was left on the clock. Scored another knockdown, didn't recover in between rounds, and Briedis came out and put the shots together again. I think it was the right uppercut which got things going, and Glowacki never recovered. And a big win, big performance from Briedis.
Well, just incredible drama, breathless drama. That elbow, I haven't seen anything like that for a good while. He went straight down, Glowacki, and the referee was hard with him. Here it comes now. Bang, straight across the jaw. The referee gets a brilliant view of that. He's right in front of it. Down he goes with every justification, and then there's that right uppercut you were talking about.
There's that beautiful right uppercut which started things off. That shook him back, got the big right hook there. Goes down heavy, but you know what, Andy? There's going to be absolute uproar after this. I guarantee you Glowacki's team will be putting in a complaint about the elbow. And you see the replay there. You know, there was solid contact made, but it wasn't, it wasn't one of these touchy ones. That was a proper solid elbow, which certainly would have taken something out of him. Got hit with the big uppercut then, which rocked him. Big right hook, caused a knockdown, another knockdown, didn't recover in between rounds, and Briedis, really good fighter, comes out, puts the shots together and closes the show. But I think there's going to be big complaints going in here from Team Glowacki about the elbow and how the referee handled that.
Well, look at him now. He's just leaving the ring. He's not interested. He doesn't want to hang around for the final announcements. The elbow, well, the point was taken by the referee, so he dealt with it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have time of 27 seconds into the round number 3 when our referee in charge, Robert Bird, steps in and calls a halt to the contest. Your winner by TKO, and moving on to the World Boxing Super Series Cruiserweight Final from Riga, Latvia, Mairis Briedis.
Well, he fell at the semi-final stage last year. This time he's made it through to the final, but just so much to discuss and digest. Referees are the sole arbiter. Decisions are made at their discretion. There's no painting by numbers. They decide. Robert Bird decided that a sufficient punishment for the elbow was a point off, and there that will be left. That's how it works. The referee uses his experience and makes the decision. But then there was the issue of the round going on longer than it should have done, which I'm absolutely convinced it did. And that second knockdown, only in boxing, Matt, do you get things like this. Only in boxing.
I mean, it's been a chaotic night so far with the WBC. Then there's no belts on the line, and like you say, only in boxing.